Democrat on it for a minute.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to thank the gentleman from California for yielding me time. In my office, I have a picture of President Ronald Reagan with a quote from January 25th, 1988, and it says, "After all our hard-fought victories earned through the patience and courage of every citizen, we cannot, must not turn back. We will finish our job. How could we do anything else? We're Americans." These thought-provoking words from President Reagan still inspire us today. We're facing a number of challenges in our country today: a tough economy, fierce competition for jobs from nations like India and China, and fighting two wars with determined enemies who are committed to destroying the American way of life. President Reagan's words remind us that while we face difficult challenges, we must face them together, not as Democrats or Republicans, but as Americans, because we're all in this together. His actions lived up to his own words. He rolled up his sleeves, worked with members on both sides of the aisle, and provided leadership to move America forward. Today, with a Republican House, a Democratic-led Senate, and administration, we only need to look to President Reagan's work with Speaker Tip O'Neill on Social Security reform in 1983 to learn an important lesson. It shows us today that you can be successful in making a good faith effort to work together toward a common goal if you work together and don't lose sight of your core principles. America is a shining city on a hill and will always be living President Reagan's legacy. We need to honor his optimistic spirit by living and leading by his example. I'd like to join my colleagues in honoring President Reagan on the 100th anniversary of his birth. He was truly one of our great presidents, a man who understood what it meant to be an American leader. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield back the balance of my time.
Thank you very much, Steve. At this point,